You better go ask your boss for a raise tomorrow. You better go ask your boss for a raise tomorrow because down
Alabama, we are certainly regretting our votes for Trump now.
That I regret voting for Donald Trump.
That I regret my vote for Trump. My whole family does.
He promised us, he promised me.
Told that fuck around and find out the FAFO, FAFO. So MAGA voters are really regretting after the president's address at the Oval Office. They came out to protest again online, regretting voting for him. So before I give you these different speakers talking about their regret for voting for Trump, kindly consider giving a subscribe to this channel, like this video so that the usual algorithm can be favorable to me. Don't forget to leave a comment because I like us to have the conversation going on in the comments. Share this video to your brother and sister, and of course turn on post notifications so that every time I post a new video you'll be the first person to get notified about it. But right about now, let us get into it.
I voted for him for lower grocery prices. He promised us, he promised me cheaper prices on groceries. And that has not happened. Not only has that not happened, I am getting my food stamps taken. I am getting my cash assistance taken. I am getting my Section 8 taken. I am getting all my welfare governments taken. I did not ask for this. I would not have voted for him if I knew this was going to happen. So what do I do now? What do the people do now? The ones that regret their vote. What do we do? I can't go out and get a regular job. And it's not even about these families being separated from their loved ones. It's not about these 5 and 6 year olds getting their families taken away from them in the middle of a school day. It's not about any of that. It's about me and my food stamps and my cash assistance. Me. That I'm the only one that matters in this country.
I just want to say thanks to all the Trump-loving veterans, since now VA facilities are hearing that their procurement cards are reduced to $1. So there's no gas for shuttles. There's no money for supplies. The VA care is now fucking crippled. But you love him. Thanks for fucking over every veteran that deserves VA care. And your big, beautiful tax bill cuts Medicaid and Medicare that you veterans rely on every day. Stand the fuck up. March 21st, we descend on D.C. and Mar-a-Lago. Enough. Lives are at stake. People are being... You fucking idiots. Guess this is your FO moment. Hope you enjoy. Wake the fuck up and join us.
I've seen videos of people saying like how they regret their vote and if they could go back, they would change their vote or they wouldn't vote or blah, 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 right? Y'all don't regret your vote. You regret that those hateful things that you wished upon other people are now affecting you when you didn't know they would. So I don't feel bad for you. You're getting exactly what's coming for you, and I hope you enjoy these next 4 years.
Okay, y'all, I never thought I'd say this, but here in Huntsville, Alabama, we are certainly regretting our votes for Trump now. Look, y'all, we just got this letter from the electric company that says because of a Trump executive order rolling back Biden-era legislation that our electric bill is going to go up $100 a month because of what Trump did. Now, this man ran on bringing prices down for us, bringing grocery prices down, bringing energy costs down, housing, insurance, And none of that has happened at all. This is literally crazy. I mean, it's almost like the Democrats were telling the truth the whole time and the Republicans have just been lying nonstop. I know that's completely crazy to even say because Republicans have always been a beacon of truth. But, yeah, this letter has me so pissed off that I'm never going to vote Republican again. And I'm going to do everything I can to make sure we flip the House in April. That's what we need to do now because Republicans have just been lying to us to get our votes. Isn't that crazy? I want to jump on the bandwagon of saying that I regret my vote for Trump. My whole family does. My husband and I own a farm in Ohio that was funded through the Inflation Reduction Act, which Biden signed into law. And now the executive orders from Trump are rolling back all of that funding for us, so now we can no longer afford our farm. And when all that happened, it was like a lightning bolt hit my brain, and I realized that I shouldn't just be voting for myself, that Trump's policies and EOs are hurting millions of people, but it took it affecting me personally to understand what I had done was wrong. And I think it's really important for anyone to come out who voted for him and is now negatively impacted by the executive orders, or maybe you have friends or family, especially in minority communities, who are being very heavily impacted by what's going on right now. So yeah, I think it's time for us to stop being so selfish maybe and to vote for what's best for the country instead of just in our tiny little bubble, because we're all in the same boat now and we're all equally screwed by our new president.
I never thought in a million years that I would actually regret voting for Donald Trump. Listen to this, you guys. My job has been frozen. Okay, I was one of the top researchers in my department. And, you know, I never thought the day would come when an unelected person like Musk would start digging into where everyone's tax dollars are going. I thought my job was safe, okay? Now, because of Donald Trump and Elon Musk, how are we ever going to find out if cats really hate dogs and dogs really hate cats? I mean, we were making groundbreaking work, okay? And we were on the cusp of discovering that felines and canines really do, at their core, hate each other. And now it's gone. It's all gone. I cannot believe I voted for this.
You know, I don't like to get on here and talk politics or religion because I got people of every race, every religion that follow me on this app. And it is not important what I believe or what you believe, as long as you're a good human at the end of the day. We're all allowed to have opinions. But I need to get this off my chest. Today is the first day that I regret voting for Donald Trump. As you know, or as many people know, yesterday was the Super Bowl. 113 million people watched the Super Bowl yesterday. There was 340 million people in the USA last year. So that's almost a third of the United States. And Donald Trump hasn't made it a holiday the day after the Super Bowl. Nobody should be going to fucking work today. Nobody is doing anything productive today. We're all hungover as shit from the biggest game of the fucking year. Can we either move the Super Bowl to a Saturday or Monday's a holiday where everybody's off? Because this is bullshit and nothing is getting fucking done. I hope y'all have a wonderful Monday. Peace and love.
You better go ask your boss for a raise tomorrow. You better go ask your boss for a raise tomorrow because Donald Trump just increased the price of everything at least 25%. He also may have just crashed the economy at the same exact time because the trade war is on. Tariffs are back. Remember tariffs? Remember that? 30 days ago when he was doing all of his crazy stuff. Back when we had air traffic controllers and park rangers. Back when you could trust that measles was eradicated in the United States. Remember those days? Well, back 30 days ago, he declared that he was going to put tariffs on Canadian and Mexican goods coming in the United States. Anything that crossed those borders, they had to pay the Trump treasury a 25% Trump tax. And then out of nowhere, he was like, just kidding. Just kidding. We're going to put it on a little pause. Pause is over. It's been 30 days. Today, the President of the United States, old Donnie Tariff Trump himself, he stood there and declared that he is the general of the United States economy and a trade war has been begun and every United States citizen has been drafted into the Trump trade tariff army. So here we are, 25% price increases on everything. Few people think that this is just going to be maple syrup and just avocados. No. We have so many different items from across our economy that are imported across those borders. And also, we have parts and supplies and other things that come through that are all interconnected throughout our supply chain. It is a complicated and detailed and messy system that if you just throw a 25% tariff on is going to send ripples through this economy bigger than anything else that he's done. And he's already done a lot. You can't fire 250,000 people via tweets from Elon Musk and not have it have ripple effects. You read about the Great Depression. You may have watched the Great Recession on TV, but now you're living through the Great Rug Pull. That's where we are. Because what is Donald Trump going to use this 25% tariff for? Is it to give us health care? No. Is it to make more jobs? No. Is it to give you and me a tax break? No. At the end of the day, this is going to be used to build a strategic crypto reserve because crypto bros who back Donald Trump more than anybody else have demanded that the United States federal government build a crypto reserve that way there is a baseline. And then all of these guys who have had all their money tied up in these digital beanie babies and Pokemon cards and all this other shit, they can bail themselves out with your money. And then you have to pay more for lumber at Home Depot. You have to pay more for stuff at Target. We have to pay for more for stuff at Walmart and at all these other fucking places while Elon Musk, he gets to ride the helicopter directly to the White House and sleep in a big bed with his mommy right there on our fucking dime. So enjoy it. And make sure you say thank you, Tariff Trump. Thank you for the trade war.
So I think by now everyone knows that the food stamps were taken away while prices are still skyrocketing. And if you go out voting, something that American citizens and American voters need to know, and if you're a voter anywhere, if you go out voting, you need to understand the personality of your preferred candidate. You need to understand his or her personality. Like, if I vote for this person, what is going to happen? Who is this person? Does he have the interests of people at heart? Does he care about the people? Or does he care about himself? Or does he care about his friends? Does he care about respecting the Constitution, respecting the rule of law? Then if he or she doesn't respect the rule of law, he doesn't respect the Constitution, there is no need of you voting for that candidate. You see, people like the veterans are affected adversely on the other hand due to such moves. Poor voting decisions. For instance, the VA facilities have cut off their funding. Procurement card have reduced up to $1, right? No more remote jobs for federal employees. Thousands are set to lose their jobs. Thousands of people are going to lose their jobs. So if you're going to vote, kindly use your head. When you come out, but when you come to think of it, these people are not just regretting voting for Donald Trump. They're regretting the bad things that they wish that they could have happened to other people are happening to themselves, right? You cannot vote based on family or historical beliefs in a certain party at this certain time. You must be crazy. Just because your grandfather was a Republican, then does it mean that you should also vote for the Republican? Just look for a person who was a good manifesto, a person who was the people's interest at heart. Vote for this person. Put them in office, right? Give them a chance. Rather than you moving around up and down, you don't think, you just vote just based on your emotions, and then at the end of the day, you find out. You keep on crying, and no one is coming to save you. Farmers in the States are facing it rough, by the way. And some of these farmers, some of them used to, you'll find someone that there are some of these policies that passed into laws that gave funding to these farmers. And then when Trump came into office, he revoked those the laws. He wrote them off. And there are farmers who used to maybe plant wheat or maize, and they used to sell to the United States International Aid Agency. It's just crazy. You're selling to these people, and then the agency has been disbanded. So what you're going to do? For instance, I saw farmers who were saying that they used to grow wheat, and this way they used to sell it to the United States Agency for International Development. So that wheat was being taken 100%. So Trump has, through Doge, has done away with the USA. So what you're going to do? Voting for Trump just because you previously thought that your job would be protected, but then Musk comes with his Doge to freeze your job is absolutely crazy. Not unless you hate yourself that much, you cannot vote against your best interest. That's it. It's just as simple as that. We put it the way it is, right? Just imagine losing your job. The food prices are increasing. The trade wars are knocking at America's doorstep. The US economy has crumbled overnight, but you all ain't ready for that. You all ain't ready for that. Now, I don't know, I don't want to talk more about this, but let me just get to know your thoughts. Back in the comments, just leave a comment. Let us have this conversation going on. And I'd really like to see you in my next video. But before that, please consider subscribing to this channel. If you've already done that, then thumbs up to yourself, salute, and I really love you and appreciate whichever you do. A returning subscriber, you're the ones who still keep me here. Thank you, and may God bless you. Peace out.